Abraham Avi Loeb led Harvard's astronomy department for longer than anyone in history, from 2011 to 2020, and now he's doubling down on what could easily be his most important and controversial hypothesis from that period. Loeb believes that Oumuamua, an oddly shaped object that briefly visited our solar system in 2017, was most likely an alien probe. You probably saw the artist's illustrations of Oumuamua as a cigar-shaped asteroid. Its shape and movements, it seemed to speed up as it left our neighborhood, but without any discernible trail of gases like we might expect from a comet, baffled scientists and led Loeb to a far-out conclusion. I submit that the simplest explanation for these peculiarities is that the object was created by an intelligent civilization not of this Earth, he writes in the introduction of his upcoming book, Extraterrestrial, the first sign of intelligent life beyond Earth. The book is set to be published by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt on January 26. It also lays out the potential implications of Loeb's conclusion, for science, religion and the future of humanity. Despite Loeb's long career in astrophysics, astronomy and cosmology that includes a long record of publications on heady topics like the nature of black holes and the development of galaxies, his ideas about Oumuamua have been controversial among scientists, to say the least. Oumuamua was the first interstellar object to be seen passing through our solar system, and it was a big science story in the last few months of 2017. But it wasn't until a year later that the spotting of that strange space, something finally went full-on mainstream viral. That's when Loeb and post-doctoral researcher Shmuel Bialy published a paper first suggesting that Oumuamua may be a fully operational probe sent intentionally to Earth vicinity by an alien civilization. Since then, Loeb has garnered worldwide media attention while others in the science community have been critical of his potentially revolutionary conclusion. It's a shocking example of sensationalist, ill-motivated science, fellow Forbes contributor and astrophysicist Ethan Siegel wrote in 2018. In the new book, Loeb addresses some of the criticism. To be clear, although I made myself as available as my commitments allowed, I neither sought the limelight nor particularly enjoyed it. He also accuses some of his critics of a sort of overly conservative, groupthink, when it comes to considering more exotic explanations for the anomaly that is Oumuamua. Loeb argues that such an unprecedented object as Oumuamua requires that scientists go where the evidence leads. One inference is agreed to by everyone who has studied the data: this visitor, when compared to every other object that astronomers have ever studied, was exotic, Loeb writes. And the hypotheses offered up to account for all of the object's observed peculiarities are likewise exotic.